1000.
Oh, hey, I didn't see that. It's time for a Peg Fitness pre-workout review.
1001.
Alright guys, for my first ever pre-workout review, I'm going to be talking about the Let's Get Stupid pre-workout. This is, of course, HuckFinnBarbells' first supplement, I guess, from his new supplement line, which is a pre-workout. It's titled Let's Get Stupid. The flavor is White Lightning. So in today's video, I'm basically going to be going over the supplement facts, telling what I think about the flavor, and overall how I like the pre-workout. So I'm going to be giving a review of that, and let's get into it. All right, so first up on the list is citrulline malate. I'll go ahead, I can put up the nutrition facts here if you want to look at it. Citrulline malate, it's a 2-to-1 ratio, 6,000 milligrams, so 6 grams. Basically, if you don't know what citrulline malate does, it's an essential amino, well, it's a branched chain amino acid. It is an essential amino acid. It is going to dilate your blood vessels. It's going to slow down, or wait, speed up that recovery process. So basically, it's going to help give you that pump and going to help you recover a little bit quicker. 2-to-1 ratio, 6,000 milligrams overall. It's a pretty good dosage. It's enough to get it done. So yeah, we'll move on to beta-alanine. If you don't know what beta-alanine is, that is also another, well, this is actually technically a non-essential amino acid, but it is going to do the same thing. And this is technically a high stim pre-workout. So there's 4,000 milligrams of beta-alanine. So with that, it's a non-essential amino acid. It's going to help speed up that recovery process, but it is also going to do something in particular, which I know most of you guys probably already know. It's going to give you that tingly feeling, which is, for me personally, something I really look forward to in a pre-workout. So if it doesn't have a lot of beta-alanine, I kind of don't really typically like it because I like that little extra itch. It helps me keep feeling like I got to keep moving, keep going through the workout. So it's one of my favorite things, and 4,000 milligrams is quite a high dosage. It's more than typical. You typically see from 2 grams to like 3.4, 3.5. That's usually like the average range for the average pre-workout. So this is a pretty high number for that, which personally I enjoy. Next up is caffeine anhydrous. I mean, everybody knows it's caffeine. Caffeine technically is a performance enhancing drug. So it's going to help speed everything up. Obviously, it's caffeine. There's 350 milligrams of that, which, like I said, this is technically a high stim pre-workout. So 350 milligrams is kind of a high level. So if you're not really a person who takes pre-workout, I definitely wouldn't start off with this because that is a pretty high dosage of caffeine. It's not an unhealthy dose. I think the FDA says 400 or higher for like a daily serving is technically enough for the average healthy adult, and you won't see any adverse health effects from it. Alpha GPC, this was something that I really didn't know, so I kind of had to look into, but it is going to, it's essentially it's brain health. It is going to help with the myelination in your brain. I know it said it could actually even, it's been helped for treating stroke patients. So that's going to essentially help with brain function. I saw some people talking about the side effects of it where you could see some headaches and stuff. So, I mean, from me personally taking this, I haven't seen any of those side effects at all. Next up is taurine. Taurine is a naturally occurring essential amino acid. It basically acts just like caffeine, but there's really not as much study into taurine. So it's pretty much essentially going to do the same thing as caffeine. It is going to speed you up a little bit more, help speed up that recovery process. Like I said, it is, I believe it is, I'm not sure if it's an essential amino acid or if it's a non-essential amino acid, but I believe it is an EEA. Next up is dendrobium. That's 100 milligrams of that. I also didn't know what dendrobium was, but it is actually part of the orchid family. It comes in a flower, and it's a natural stimulant that occurs, and it's been popping up in a lot more pre-workouts that we've seen recently, just trying to get that next step up in on the natural stimulant spectrum. So Dendrobium is something new that I've seen, so I don't really know much if 100 milligrams is a good dosage or not. I'm assuming it's a fairly decent amount from what I can tell. So yeah, Dendrobium was something new that I hadn't seen, so I'm interested that it's in here. I had to look more into it. Like I said, it is part of the orchid family. It's from a plant, so it's basically a natural stimulant, and it's gonna help to get you active and going. Up next is Synephrine HCl. This is also like the Dendrobium, I guess how you say that. It's also like that, which is a naturally occurring stimulant. This is something different. Also, it's the HCl, so it's hydrochloric. It's going to bond to those atoms. This is going to be something that's going to get you going. Also, it is a naturally occurring stimulant. It's been seen to help increase heart rate for people, so it's going to get you going. It's going to get your heart rate up. Next up is the estrogen and actogen. So these are two things that are trademarks of a company. I'm not sure what it's New Live Science, I guess. So I've seen this a lot in pre-workouts. Actually, I've seen it in the Bucked Up. I've seen it in the Steel pre-workout. I've seen it in a lot of Ghost products. What this is going to do is going to help your body break down and speed up that recovery process. It's going to help your muscles to absorb extra. So these are two things. I don't really know much about the dosage, which is 25 milligrams for both of them. But I'm assuming if it's a trademark of this New Live Science, that there's some research backed that proves that this is probably a clinically dosed amount. So what that's going to do, like I said, it's going to help your muscles absorb extra. So it's like I said, it's pretty interesting. This container has 30 servings. The nutrition label is fairly little, which I do really appreciate. I don't like when I turn around a can of pre-workout and the nutrition fact is like this long. I love seeing simple pre-workouts. It's simple, but it works, you know. I don't really think you need to overload pre-workouts with too much stuff. I think this has the perfect mixture. It's got some things in there that I'd never heard of before that I actually had to look into, which I enjoy, which are both naturally occurring things, which that's definitely a bonus. So overall, for the supplement facts here with the label, I thoroughly enjoy it. I enjoy its simplicity. So that being said, we're going to discuss the flavor and my overall rating for this pre-workout. All right, guys, so on to the flavor. It is flavored White Lightning. Not really sure why. It's a cool name. I'll give it to him. So when you add this to water, it does turn blue. When you smell it, it's nostalgic. It smells legit like fruit by the foot. It has such a fruity, good flavor. And when you mix it with water, like I said, it does turn blue, and it literally tastes just like a fruit by the foot or like a fruit roll-up. It is so good. It's definitely one of the best tasting pre-workouts I think I've ever had. I love the flavor. I usually dry scoop it, so just dump it in my mouth. When you do it like that, it is extremely sour. So if you're not a fan of dry scooping, I definitely wouldn't recommend it with this, but that's typically how I always take mine, so you gotta get over it. So I'm gonna discuss now how I liked it. So when I took it, obviously it's got 350 milligrams of caffeine, 4,000 milligrams of beta-alanine. So for me personally, this is now one of my favorite pre-workouts because it has that itch. It gives you the amount of caffeine that you need to get going, which most pre-workouts that I take are around 350 milligrams as is. But I always feel like I want more beta, which I don't know. That's just me personally. So personally for this, this is definitely one of my favorites. It's top 2 at least. So yeah, for my first pre-workout review of the Let's Get Stupid pre-workout in the White Lightning flavor, I'm gonna have to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. I would highly recommend this. 30 servings. Here, I can show you the scoop size. It's a very average scoop, extra long because the container is long. I do like when they do that. I hate when they give you a big container and then a little ass scoop and you can't reach the bottom of the container. So very average scoop size, very good flavor. Overall, it's a good pre-workout. I'm looking forward to seeing more flavors that are coming because, like I said, this one is one of my favorite flavors of pre-workout that I've had. So I'm extremely excited, looking forward to seeing what the HuckFinnBarbell supplement line is going to look like, the next flavor of pre-workout, aminos, whatever. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next time, let's get stupid.